Hello and welcome to SKTV. This is Primetime English News. First, the headlines. Speaker T.H. Sathyabrata assures of possible efforts to ensure installation of Lemur MB Indu Prabha statue in Manipur. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee moves Supreme Court against Waqf Amendment Act 2025 with former MLA Mohammad Fazur Rahim and Mohammad Amin Shah as petitioners. Rashtrahit Sarvapari Sangathan National President Sohan Giri urges government for efforts to ensure safe return home of nearly 60,000 internally displaced persons. Internally displaced persons from Manipur meets National Legal Service Authority Secretary in charge SC Mungate discusses on 20-point agendas. People's Progressive Alliance Manipur urges 59 MLAs to form government within a week, opposes central dependence and political camps aiming majority support. And Meitei pilgrims aboard plan to offer prayers to Ibudau Thangjing at Manipur's sacred Thangjing Hill following advice of community leaders. And now the news in detail. Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker Thokchom Sathyabrata has assured of installation of statue of Manipuri Princess Lemur MB Indu Prabha in Manipur in consultation with the government. He was speaking as a chief guest at the unveiling ceremony for a statue of Manipuri Princess Lemur MB Indu Prabha at Binakandi Part 2 in Assam's Kashar district. The function was jointly organized by Indu Prabha Statue Installation Committee, Binakandi Kashar Assam and Athoba Singil Liklam Thibalup Manipur at South Barak Rural Development Agency Complex. Speaking further, Sathyabrata declared that the complex where the statue was erected will be known as Lemur MB Indu Prabha Complex from today onwards, while emphasizing the importance of honoring the Manipuri forefathers who tried to protect Manipur and preserve their legacies. The Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker further assured of taking up measures for conservation of Kasar's Lengondabi path, which had been associated with the efforts of Maharaj Gambhir Singh and Narasingh for recapturing Manipur from Awaz during 7 years devastation. Sathyabrata also underlined the need for taking the path of Manipuri forefathers and understanding the history of Manipur in solving the present crisis of the state. He also called for unity among indigenous communities. It may be mentioned that Lemur MB Indu Prabha, the daughter of Maharaj Madhuchandra, who was married to Kashar King Krishna Chandra in 1802 AD, played a major role in the preparation for recapturing the lost kingdom of Manipur during 7 years devastation. Maharaj Madhuchandra, who fled Manipur after being overthrown in Manipur, took refuge at Kashar.
Dari tawala koi tujuan ada no kaya. Kung lagi na mayam kung hindi po tumatot na tiyo dagkas. Ako kung mayam rin lagi mo kanto mayam dun na inarakan maduna samasin kaya impektibi agad samasin atau kaya pibi agad happy kita lagi kaya. Aduna kung hindi ba mayam na masih puluh si kaya gana mo kaya maduni kaya jala kaya kaya sisul na daw channel. Lemur MB mo o ini fungsi mo makoi wakala na kari kanang makoi nunda makoi pununda lebasi na kari tong thorong le hem ko khang na thang kaya makoi wakala chelam ko makoi masal chelam thola madu ako isa da anjala ko mo matam di ako soida na in dapa amata oiba sata mo da lai no ngani ha se khate.
Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC has filed a petition at the Supreme Court of India against Waqf Amendment Act 2025. Working President of MPCC and former Wabagai MLA Mohammad Fazur Rahim and former Khetrigaon MLA Mohammad Amin Shah are the petitioners. Vice Chairman of Legal Department of MPCC, Advocate Dr. Rabi Khan, is the local counsel for the petition. The motion hearing of the case may likely be taken up tomorrow at Supreme Court. Speaking in this regard, spokesperson of MPCC Rabi Khan has maintained that Congress party will stand against any act that violates Constitution. It may be mentioned that Waqf Amendment Act 2025 was passed by BJP-led NDA government despite opposition from various sections, terming it as anti-secular and unconstitutional.
Today, our Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee Working President Mohammad Fazur Rahim and Congress leader ex-MLA Mohammad Amin Shah have filed a case before the Honorable Supreme Court of India regarding the controversial Waqf Amendment Act 2025. We strongly challenge the controversial Waqf Amendment Act 2025. It is an initiative taken up by the Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee, and we hope that the Honorable Supreme Court will cause and will repeal the act immediately because it is unconstitutional and unsecular act. Thank you.
Rashtrahit Sarvopari Sangathan National President Sohan Giri has asserted that the government should take up initiative to facilitate safe return of around 60,000 displaced persons to their own homes. The statement was made during his visit to Ideal Girls College Relief Camp today. During a visit, he also distributed stationery items and food items to the children residing at the relief camp. The visit was also accompanied by the Sangathan's chief patron KSH Bhaktakumar. Speaking further, Sohan Giri expressed disappointment over the ongoing conflict which has left around 60,000 people displaced from their own homes. He added that he felt emotional after seeing the displaced persons. Further, Sohan Giri asserted that the governor should visit every relief camp to inspect the condition of the displaced persons as the state is under president's rule. He also assured that he will meet with the governor during his visit in the state. Additionally, Sohan Giri also highlighted that Rashtrahit Sarvopari Sangathan had submitted memorandums to Prime Minister, President and Union Home Minister demanding the authority to implement NRC, eradicate drugs and to take action against people who are attacking other communities.
ये सभी को पता है कि कहां से किस तरीके से शुरू हुई थी। मैं उस तरफ नहीं जाना चाहता, लेकिन ये जरूर कहना चाहूंगा कि कोई भी हिंसा होती है उसके बाद एक शांति की वार्ता का दौर शुरू होता है। अभी आप देखेंगे कि रशिया और यूक्रेन का भी युद्ध हो रहा है, विश्व कहीं ना कहीं युद्ध में धंसता जा रहा है, लेकिन भारत की धरती जो वासुदेव कुटुंबकम की बात करती है, अतिथि देवो भव की बात करती है और सबको साथ लेकर चलने की बात करती है, उस धरती पर अगर इस तरह की हिंसा हो रही है और हमारे जो नागरिक हैं उनको अगर इस तरीके से कैंपों में रहना पड़ रहा है, तो ये हमारे सरकार के लिए भी बड़ा ही एक तरह से कुठाराघात है। और अब ये समय आ गया है कि सभी मिलकर मणिपुर की समस्या की ओर देखें और सबसे पहले जो 60,000 लोग विस्थापित हैं इनको सुरक्षित, सरकार का दायित्व है कि वापस इनके घर भेजा जाए और इनके लिए जो भी आर्थिक मदद हो सकती है सरकार को भी करनी चाहिए। और मैं सभी संगठनों को भी यही कहूंगा कि उनके माध्यम से जो हो सकता है ज्यादा से ज्यादा अपने देश के नागरिक, अपने भाई, हमारी बहनें, हमारी माताएं, उनके लिए जरूर उनको कार्य करना चाहिए।
Now, people continue to protest against the latest Waqf Amendment Act. Thousands of people took out protest rally at Sora under Kaching constituency today, expressing their dissent against Waqf Amendment Act 2025. The rally was jointly organized by all Sora clubs coordinating committee, Anjuman Nasul Islam Sora and Jamiyat Ulama-e-Hind Sora. The rally started from Sora Mamang playground and concluded at Sora High School playground. Protesters used banners that read, "We reject Waqf Amendment Act 2025, united against Waqf Amendment Act 2025, etc." On the other hand, all Yaripok Ulema body in association with local clubs and organizations organized a mass protest rally against Waqf Amendment Act 2025 at Yaripok today. People from Pauden, Wangkhem Muslim, Singa, Tulihal, Tokpokpi, Bishnunaha Muslim, Bamolikai, Kekru, Hetroi Pokpi, Shikong Sekmai, Laikol, Ningthongnai, Changamdabi, Mayai Kithel, Malom, Ngarian took part in the protest rally, which concluded with a meeting at Yaripok Azad ground. Protesters chanted slogans against the Waqf Amendment Act and also against Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, JDU leader Nitish Kumar and TDP leader Chandrababu Naidu. Speaking on the sideline, General Secretary of Jamiat Ulama Makami Paudin Wangkhem, Muhammad Ronak Alam, accused the BJP-led central government of trying to take away properties that were inherited from forefathers. Terming it as a black law, Muhammad Ronak Alam asserted no force can snatch away the land of Muslim.
Mamang da haukraba aikhoigi ipa ipusingna Allah gi damaktani khanduna Allah na yabina ngai gi damakta leihoriba tungi generation gi damakta kana nangai gi damakta masjid sing qabristan sing madaris gi damakta zamin waqf torambado ngasigi adugum laba zalim hukumat asina aikhoigi musalman gi adugum laba shariat ki haq amabu munnangai gi honariba asigi damaktani ngasi aikhoina mass rally adugum laba protest ama tawjariba nupi angang pulap thokuna protest tawjariba bill asibu Sarkar asina, hukumat asina, handri fawa, laudri fawa, aikoi sumainer, protest, rally, tauduna, aikoi legani.
Internally displaced persons from Manipur have called on Member Secretary in charge of National Legal Service Authority Nalsa, S.C. Mungate, and raised 20-point charter of demands. According to Delhi-based social activist Hijam Hiramani, the IDPs met the Nalsa Member Secretary in charge at Jaisalmer House, located at 26 Mansingh Road, New Delhi, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. today. The IDP delegates from Manipur, which include Naurem Rojita, R.K. Kredasna, R.K. Sofia, Dr. N. Subhash Maitei, Oken Maitei, Thongam Lili Lema, and Hijam Hiramani, discussed the charter of demands with S.C. Mungate. Further informing that S.C. Mungate has later met Supreme Court Justice Bhushan Ramakrishna Gavai and apprised about the concerns of the IDPs, Hiramani also maintained that the Supreme Court judge has assured of considering some of the points raised by internally displaced persons. Social activist Hijam Hiramani also urged Centre to provide dignified life to internally displaced persons by providing necessary financial assistance and source of livelihood. He also appealed to Centre to facilitate for the safe return of displaced persons at their original homes.
Manipur gi lairiba IDP singbu maidai IDP singbu mahut siladuna aigi mangda lairiba ise gi maming ise rosta kawi nakandra iba ise maming na ise Sofia kawi ise Sofia amadi ise rosta gi tim na laaga Manipur gi IDP singbu represent tawraga ngasi mak Nalsa gi member secretary of Nalsa akoi meeting taba unajabu loijare masida akoina 20 points of demands IDP singi demand thamli masigi demand chi 45 minutes changna masa khaina amaga nainamina matungda masigi 45 minutes changna nainariba meeting sigi 20 point demand chi hauji ayuki pung 13 daba matamda Chief Justice of India Supreme Court ki gabaiga unaduna meeting khanana matungda 20 points of demand si kari action oina lokhatpa yabagi IDP singi damakta maitei gi damakta kai action tawba yabagi haibadu khanai nainarage haibagi achet pathajaba thambirai.
People's Progressive Alliance Manipur has urged the state legislators to form a new government within a week. Addressing a press meet held today at Manipur Press Club, PPAM member and Imag Mera Secretary Thokchom Sujata stated that BJP legislators should neither wait for the High Command to form a popular government nor organize camps for power hunger. Further pointing out that multiple individuals still went missing despite imposing president's rule in the state, Sujata stated that people are now fed up of the president's rule as no tangible difference can be seen even after its imposition. She also warned the legislators that the public may demand for dissolving Manipur Legislative Assembly to conduct a fresh election if the legislators continue to engage in party politics. The PPAM member also announced that it will soon carry out signature campaign in this connection if the legislators do not pay heed to the concern of the public.
Home Minister Amit Shah na Parliament da ngasi laiba procedure rules se MLA singsina makhoi gi party gi side gi kari gumba akhoi gi sarkar se semjage haibegi kari gumba amata laktabadegi aduna tangai fadadana president rules se thamgi bani haidana mana Parliament da haigi center gi Home Minister Amit Shah ji da hangjaring base makhoi na ngasi political gi damakta makhoi gi gameplay gi type ta khoi da ngasi oheleba phibang pudimak se praja amo oina khoi tasena yajaba ngamde akhoi gi Manipur gi assembly gi date 10 sida akoi assembly phamba haurani haiba matam sida makhoina akoi gi honorable CM bu center da Delhi da kaukselaba matung moi gi date 8 sida moi thonak minaraga moi na resign to han gibani Manipur praja miyam da haramaga resign to gi busunata ba moi gi politics game sida sumaina sum tawlai basida akoi na ngasi hangjaning akoi gi MLA si gi pot sanare ba center gi khudong cha basida akoi sum leiraga leisi haibra ngasi kari gi damakta leiriba MLA singsina hairiba wafam do aran bani sumaina to bonate habe gi pakum amta piba ngamdaba MLA singda haijaning se week amagi manung da sarkar sembiu kari gumba sembi da bataragadi khoi gi signature campaign ama chala ne praja miyam ga manaraga sarkar semning bada kanano semning da bana kanano kanana chemno kana mokoi yankhai mapan sida khoi Manipur pu mamangan badi yaroeba.
Meitei pilgrims who were planning to go on a pilgrimage at Thangjing Sacred Hill have cancelled their trips following the advice of community elders. It may be mentioned that Kuki-Zo community staged various sit-in between Moirang and Thangjing Hill to restrict Meitei people from entering the area. According to news agencies, the Meitei pilgrims returned to their homes after offering prayer at Moirang Ibudog Thangjing temple after elders from Moirang advised them not to continue further considering the prevailing law and order situation in the state. However, the pilgrims expressed willingness to go on a pilgrimage at Thangjing Hill whenever situation improves in order to continue following the ancient Meitei tradition. They also asserted that certain groups do not have rights to restrict the tradition and the right to worship. Residents of Tabungkhok has imposed indefinite shutdown on Tabungkhok Lamkhai Road in protest against the bad condition of the road. Women from nearby areas blocked the road, which started at the adjoining area of Changangai Makhalikai and Malum Awang and goes through Tabungkhok and finished at Langjing. The residents highlighted that the road has been in a pathetic condition for a decade, which affected people residing beside the road, including elderly people and children. They added that they had also complained to the constituency's MLA Sapam Keba regarding the issue. However, the road remains unpaved. Further, the residents also highlighted that the MLA had also told the residents that he had no authority over the road. Speaking to media, one of the protesters said that the bad condition of the road has affected the public. She added that heavy vehicles also traversed through the road, which further damaged the road. She also demanded the authority to pave the road within a week, while warning that the residents will stage mass protests if the authority fails to meet the demand.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯀꯤ ꯆꯠꯇ ꯌꯥꯗꯕ ꯒꯥꯔꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯁꯦ ꯑꯁꯝꯕ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯊꯤꯔꯛꯄꯗ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯣꯏꯅ ꯐꯥꯎꯏ ꯍꯦꯚꯤ ꯒꯥꯔꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯆꯠꯇꯣꯏꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯁꯀꯤ ꯄꯨꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯜ ꯄꯝꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯀꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯅꯅꯦ 90% ꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯆꯠꯂꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ VIP ꯒꯥꯔꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯁꯨ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯊꯥꯎꯔ ꯆꯠꯂꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯁꯝꯕ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯊꯤꯔꯛꯄꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯏꯕꯦꯟ ꯄꯨꯂꯞꯀꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯥꯂꯣꯝ ꯑꯋꯥꯡ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯆꯉꯥꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯑꯄꯨꯟꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯣꯡꯐꯝ ꯑꯃꯠꯇ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯇꯔꯦꯠꯅꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯍꯞꯇꯥ ꯑꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗꯅꯦ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯤꯕ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯟꯕꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯀꯟꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯖꯪ ꯆꯪꯁꯜꯂꯒꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯝꯕꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯣꯝ ꯐꯥꯎ ꯇꯧꯊꯣꯛꯑꯅꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯕꯤ ꯀꯣꯜꯍꯜꯂꯒ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯗ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯑꯖꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯅꯥꯕ ꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯀꯗꯕ ꯃꯍꯩꯔꯣꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯏꯃꯨꯡ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯀꯗꯕ ꯑꯅꯥ ꯑꯌꯦꯛ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯗꯕꯃꯛꯄꯨꯗꯤ ꯀꯣꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯊꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯁꯤꯡꯒ ꯇꯥꯡꯕꯅꯦ ꯕꯨꯀꯤ ꯁꯦꯝꯗꯣꯛꯑꯅꯤ.
Delhi Meitei Coordinating Committee will organize a peace protest against threats to Manipur's integrity on May 3rd at Delhi's Jantar Mantar. In a video release, co-convener of the Coordinating Committee, Biramani alias Biru Sanasam, stated that the proposed peace protest will also express solidarity to the departed souls of the Meiteis who were killed in the ongoing crisis, citing it will turn 2 years on May 3rd. He went on to allege that Manipur has been boiling since the community came up with the agendas for creation of separate administration and union territory in Manipur. Further informing that the peace protest will be held from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., Biramani appealed to all Meiteis in Delhi to take part in the protest.
Lakliba May Tarik Ahum, Kogi, Tapadrawi Aranumit, Sida Jantar Mandada, protest sama sinceri, Koi Manipur, Lagi Drava, Tauba, Senatawai, Katuna, Manipuri Satam, Kaibia, the Haganat. Moigi Tawai and Sogi from the Santi and the Uni with the Mutta, Sinjapa protesting. Masidain Hazaning Budi, the little library very Sapiam Sing, Matam Chana, when Pumani, the Marie, the Tabu Manga, the Viro protesters like Sagi, a cinnamon by Totuna Alapio.
Moirang MLA Thongam Shanti today inaugurated a public playground and a water sanitation pond at Sunusifai Mamang Lekai under Phubala Gram Panchayat of Bishnupur district. The projects were constructed through MLA Local Area Development Fund. Speaking on the sideline, Morang MLA Thongam Shanti expressed happiness over the completion of public playground and water sanitation pond. He also expressed confidence that the two projects will help the community immensely. He also thanked members of Sunusipai Village Water Sanitation Committee for their support during the construction of these projects. The MLA also assured to build open gym at few areas of Moirang Assembly constituency. On the other hand, EE Bishnupur Division Puyam Rambo appreciated MLA Shanti for taking up various development projects in Moirang constituency. He also assured of every possible assistance from PHED Bishnupur Division in providing clean drinking water to residents of Sunusipai Mamang Lekai. A friendly football match was also organized among women folk as part of the function.
Planning water supply sanitation
Uripong Apunbal Loop and Uripong Nupi Apunbal Loop, along with Traffic Police SP Pramesh Rambam, conducted a joint drive at Nagamapal Rims Road. During the drive, people who parked their vehicles on the wrong side and people who put their belongings on the footpath were booked with e-challans. Uripong Apunbal Loop and Uripong Nupi Apunbal Loop urged the people to refrain from parking their vehicles on wrong sides as the road is used by ambulance for emergencies. Security forces have arrested two carters of proscribed Prepark Pro from two separate locations yesterday. Security forces arrested Irengbam Robinson of Ningthokong Kha Kuno, Ward number 4 under Bishnupur district from his residence. Security forces also recovered 196.303 mm empty cases, 82 7.62 mm SLR empty cases, 55 5.56 mm Insas empty cases, 32 7.62 mm AK empty cases and one mobile phone along with a SIM card. In another operation, security forces arrested one cadre of Prepark Pro from Bidyanagar in Jiribam district. The arrested person is identified as Saikhom Sandip Singha, aged 32, of Saikhom Lekai, Sonai Bazar in Kashar district of Assam. On the other hand, security forces recovered weapons and other warlike stores, including explosive items, during search operations and area dominations conducted in the last 48 hours in Imphal East district. According to police, security forces conducted a search operation at Natumching and Sanasabi area under Yangangpopi police station in Imphal East district. During the operation, security forces recovered 3 numbers of 36 hand grenades, 8 detonators, 4 tube launchers, 1 Insas magazine, 15 AK rifle 7.62 mm live rounds, 30 SLR 7.62 mm spent cartridges, 4 rubber bullets, 1 para bomb, 1 empty para bomb, 2 BO jacket plates, 1 BP jacket and 1 metal inner barrel from the area. The recovered items were handed over to Yangangpopi police station. On the other hand, security forces destroyed a training camp that was used by alleged village volunteers at Gilmall village under Chuchampur police station in Chuchampur district. Police also reported that the training camp was a temporary shelter. Proscribed Kanglei Park Communist Party KCP observed its 45th Raising Day at 141st Battalion, CHQ, GHQ, mobile units and at various areas of the state. In a press note that was issued by Secretary in Charge Information and Publicity of KCP S. Mangal, it informed that Chief of the Army Staff of KYKL MYL K. Nimai, General Secretary of KCP H. Poirei, Deputy Finance Secretary of KYKL L. Ingba, Deputy Organization Secretary of KYKL M. Tompop, Chief of the Staff of KCP MFL H. Ibomcha graced the observance that was held at 141st Battalion of KCP. The observance was marked by lighting of torch and hoisting of party flag, followed by tribute paying ceremony to fallen martyrs. Addressing the event, Chief of the Army Staff of KYKL MYL K. Nimai highlighted the unity among KYKL and KCP in many battles of the revolution. He further urged for unity to continue between the two groups. Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Department has been organizing various anti-rabies vaccination camps across the state. The initiative was taken up by the department in an effort to curb the rapid spread of rabies in the state. Idilbung Library Union, Kairao Bitra Awang Lekai and District Veterinary Officer Imphal East jointly organized an anti-vaccination camp at Kairao Bitra in Imphal East District today as part of the initiative. During the camp, more than 100 pets from the locality were vaccinated with anti-rabies vaccines. Meanwhile, village-level Federation Paurabi and Paurabi Development Committee jointly organized an anti-rabies vaccination camp at Paurabi Laningthau Puthiba Lampak today. The camp was organized under the aegis of District Veterinary Office Imphal East. During the camp, around 100 dogs from Paurabi village were vaccinated. Village-level Federation Paurabi highlighted that the camp was organized to vaccinate pets as cases of rabies have been reported at some part of the state. District Administration Thoubal has started preparation of Khongjom Day observance, which will be observed at Khongjom War Memorial Complex in Thoubal District on April 23rd. The administration also conducted a social service camp at the War Memorial Complex as part of the preparation today. The social service camp, which was led by Deputy Commissioner Thoubal Ahantem Subhash, also saw the participation of DIG Range 2 Jogesh Chandra Haubijam, SP Thoubal Shivanand Surve, ADM Thoubal B. Lokeshwar and district level officers along with staff of Thoubal Municipal Council. President of Eco Network Manipur, Sinthangamba Laishram, has appealed to the people to support efforts of eliminating plastic pollution in the state. He also urged people to support the drives against single-use plastic which are being carried out by Deputy Commissioner of Districts. On the other hand, Eco Network Manipur has initiated collection of plastic bottles from various rivers and canals in the district, which is delivered for either recycle or incineration.
Asok traders ta tentha marong mandal leba asok traders ta herok ki celeb group sing maibel sing maroina herok part 1 gi lebiri ba celeb group ki maibel sing amadi ko network ki member omi sing ga tawrakanda plastic recycle tawnana bagi khongalakpa kolam ja amukana asok traders ta koi sen piraga asok traders na lebi bagi tanja duni.
Patriots Bible University conducted its 7th convocation ceremony for 39 students who graduated today. Speaking in the program, Principal of PBU, Reverend Dr. Mawangbao Daimai, urged the graduates to use their skills and knowledge in spreading the words of gospel. Founder of Vision 2020, Reverend Dr. James Starr and Pastor Malcolm Taylor gave speeches during the convocation ceremony, which was attended by pastors of PBU and PBC, mission workers, faculty and students. Certificates were also distributed to new graduates.
Sir, sindi kamu community based over here. Malo college tadi, amat tak oina apa zati kaidana tu kaminara pa urani nama para maduna malo college services. Yamna apun ba Manipur di apa ba kongtang amani. Ina apa thodang asok ba ma lawi ina lawi ram tu nama Manipur dah. Inta tak tahu situ nalang dengai kita mata sing dah leba tam dah leba ipung pudima so adu bonsi biba adu inta bagi yuras tu bagi injaraga bagi kunci si nanti Manipur si inta na lemin si hari si baru polis ni mana apel toni.
Khuraizam Phulendra Singh Memorial Trust convened its first meeting today at its head office located at Oriwood Complex, Ghari. The board resolved to organize a memorial function in honor of late Khuraizam Phulendra Singh, a renowned lyricist of Manipur, during the meeting. The memorial event is tentatively scheduled to be held on May 10th at Jain Dance Academy Hall, Imphal. As a tribute to the legendary lyricist's contribution to Manipuri music and literature, the Trust also announced institution of an annual award of excellence. The award will be conferred to one deserving individual each year in the field of lyrics, song composition, singing or music, carrying a cash prize along with a citation. Secretary of the Trust, Dr. Noornika Khuraizam, stated that the first recipient of the award will be honored during the upcoming memorial function. Coalition Against Drugs and Alcohol Kada, led by Kada Head Office President Hijam Priyo Kumar, convened a special meeting today at its office at Konungmamang. Kada Imphal West District Committee was reformed for the session 2025-28 during the meeting. In a press release, Kada informed that Mesna Memcha Kontogjam Nungshithoy and Akoijam Premeshwari along with Kongrel Atpam Bina have been appointed as the new President, Vice President and Secretary General respectively. Southeast Asia Cultural Organization SICO has condoled the passing away of renowned folk singer Thongam Gose Meitei. In a press note, SICO maintained that Thongam Gose had served as folklore secretary of SICO and his demise will leave a big vacuum in the field of folk music. SICO also expressed solidarity to grieving family of late Thongam Gose Meitei. Amuko today mourned the demise of its former executive member and former chairman of Laikot Karam village in Kangpopi district, Rangla Seningir Khokchung, who passed away on April 14th. In a press note that was issued by Secretary Publicity of Amuko Haisnam Foreign Mangang, Amuko expressed solidarity to bereaved family of late Rangla Seningir Khokchung. The organization also observed a 2-minute silence in honor of the departed soul. Amuko further remembered Rangla Seningir Khokchung as someone who has stood strongly for a united Manipur. And in some sports news, Mohan Bagan Supergiant has clinched the title of Reliance Foundation Development League 2024-25 after beating Classic Football Academy in the final match that was played last night. In the final match that was played at Reliance Corporate Park in Navi Mumbai, Mohan Bagan Supergiant defeated Classic Football Academy 3-0 to lift the trophy. Pasang Dorje Tamang of Mohan Bagan scored a hat-trick in the match and was adjudged the player of the match. MD Mohammad Arbash of Classic Football Academy won the golden ball for the league. Despite the loss in the final, it is still a historic achievement for Classic Football Academy as it managed to defeat several top clubs of India in its journey to the final of the national round. The academy from Manipur, which is coached by Chandam Chitrasen, defeated Mumbai City FC, Srinidhi Deccan Football Club, Dempo Sports Club and FC Goa before qualifying for the finals. The young calls of a Classic Football Academy showed resilience, skill and hunger throughout the campaign. And in today's weather report, according to ICAR Regional Center Lamphel Park, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 29.2 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 18 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 81% in the morning and 47% in the evening. And that is all we have in this bulletin. But before we end, here are the headlines once again. Speaker T.H. Satyabrata assures of possible efforts to ensure installation of Laimarembe Indu Prabha statue in Manipur. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee moves Supreme Court against Waqf Amendment Act 2025 with former MLA Mohammad Fazur Rahim and Mohammad Amin Shah as petitioners. Rashtrahit Sarvopari Sangathan National President Sohan Giri urges government for efforts to ensure safe return home of nearly 60,000 internally displaced persons. Internally displaced persons from Manipur meets National Legal Service Authority Secretary in charge S.C. Mungate, discusses on 20-point agendas. People's Progressive Alliance Manipur urges 59 MLAs to form government within a week, opposes central dependence and political camps aiming majority support. And Meitei pilgrims abort plan to offer prayers to Ibudau Thangjing at Manipur's sacred Thangjing Hill following advice of community leaders. Don't go anywhere. SKTV brings you prime time Manipuri news next. Presented by Sanatombi. Stay tuned.